Welcome back, treasure hunters! Today we're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins that could turn your spare change into life-changing wealth. Stay tuned because you might just be holding a hidden fortune in your hands. Let's get started. First up the 1971 Jefferson nickel may look like just another 5-cent coin, but to collectors and rare coin enthusiasts, it can represent something much greater. While billions of Jefferson nickels were struck and circulated across the United States, certain coins from 1971 stand out as treasures worth far more than their face value. For those who understand the world of numismatics, these nickels are not only pieces of currency, but also pieces of history, craftsmanship, and hidden wealth waiting to be discovered. What makes some 1971 nickels so valuable is a combination of rarity, mint errors, pristine condition, and the simple fact that many have been lost to circulation, leaving only a select few for collectors to pursue. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1971 Jefferson nickel is the presence of rare error varieties that can transform an ordinary coin into a fortune. Striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet are highly sought after in today's market. Imagine finding a coin in your old change jar with a doubled image on Jefferson's portrait or with lettering that looks unusually bold or misplaced. That kind of coin could fetch thousands of dollars at auction. The thrill comes from the idea that such a coin might be hiding in plain sight, overlooked by countless hands until the right eyes spot it. Condition plays another massive role in determining the value of a 1971 nickel. Coins that have remained untouched for decades, stored safely in mint rolls, sets, or tucked away in private collections, can command staggering prices. Collectors pay a premium for coins graded as mint state by professional grading services, especially those with a brilliant shine and no visible marks. While an average circulated nickel from 1971 might only be worth its face value, a flawless uncirculated specimen can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity of the strike. It's also worth mentioning that the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced these coins, and sometimes slight differences in production quality add to their desirability. Certain Jefferson nickels from this period display stronger strikes with more visible details on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps, while others appear weakly struck. Full steps nickels, showing every step on the Monticello reverse sharply defined, are particularly prized and can sell for eye-popping amounts. These coins are tough to find because weak strikes were common in the early 1970s, making any surviving full steps examples from 1971 a collector's dream. The excitement surrounding these coins lies not only in their value, but also in the possibility that anyone could be holding one without realizing it. A nickel you've passed over countless times or a coin sitting forgotten in a drawer could turn out to be one of the rare gems that collectors are willing to pay thousands, or even tens of thousands for. Stories abound of ordinary people stumbling upon rare coins in pocket change, only to discover later that they've been holding a small fortune all along. The 1971 Jefferson nickel holds that same potential, making it a fascinating treasure hunt for anyone who checks their spare change. Beyond the financial value, these nickels carry a piece of American history. The Jefferson nickel series, first minted in 1938, honors Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, his Virginia estate. By 1971, the design had been circulating for more than 3 decades, yet it remained an enduring symbol of America's heritage. Holding a 1971 nickel is like holding a piece of the past, a time when coins were struck with enduring metal, crafted to last, and intended to pass through countless hands, each carrying its own story. Collectors are drawn not just to the potential for profit, but also to the deeper historical significance embedded in each piece. In today's coin market, demand for rare nickels is stronger than ever. Collectors are always on the lookout for scarce dates, error coins, and high-grade examples that can complete or elevate their collections. The 1971 Jefferson nickel has proven to be one of those sleeper coins, one that most people overlook but which carries surprises for those who pay attention. Whether it's an error, a mint state beauty, or a full steps rarity, these nickels can be worth big money. So the next time you sift through your change or open an old jar of coins, take a closer look at those nickels from 1971. What seems like just another 5-cent piece might actually be your ticket to unimaginable wealth hiding in plain sight. Next up the Jefferson nickel from 1973 may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but in the world of rare coin collecting, appearances can be deceiving. While millions were minted for circulation, a handful of special varieties, mint errors, and well-preserved examples can carry astronomical value in today's market. What makes a coin from this year so special isn't just the design, but the small, almost hidden details that separate common circulation coins from rare treasures. Collectors and enthusiasts worldwide are always on the hunt for those unique features that can transform a small piece of change into a life-changing fortune. One of the main reasons the 1973 Jefferson nickel can be so valuable lies in its condition. Most nickels from this period went through heavy circulation, picking up scratches, wear, and loss of detail. However, a coin that has survived the decades in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp details and brilliant luster can command massive premiums at auction. High-grade coins certified by professional grading services often attract wealthy collectors who are willing to pay tens of thousands and sometimes even millions for the finest known examples. This intense demand turns an everyday nickel into a potential jackpot. Another key factor that pushes the value of certain 1973 nickels is the presence of rare minting errors. These errors could include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or even coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. Such mistakes are incredibly rare, and when they occur, they instantly become one-of-a-kind collectibles. A single error coin can make headlines at auctions, where collectors fiercely compete to add these oddities to their collections. Imagine pulling a coin from your pocket change that was accidentally struck off-center. It might look unusual at first, but to the right buyer it could be worth more than gold. The historical significance of the Jefferson nickel also plays a role in its collectability. By 1973, the design of Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse had already become iconic in American coinage. Collectors treasure these coins not just for their rarity, but for the role they play in preserving American history. Owning a rare Jefferson nickel feels like holding a small piece of the nation's story in your hand, and that emotional connection further drives interest and value. For those who appreciate history and legacy, the 1973 nickel is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of heritage. The market for rare coins has always been strong, but in recent years it has reached new heights. Investors are increasingly turning to rare coins as alternative assets, with some viewing them as safer than stocks or real estate. A coin like the 1973 Jefferson nickel, especially in a rare variety or with a flawless grade, becomes not just a collector's item but also a valuable investment. Stories of lucky individuals finding a fortune in their coin jars or old piggy banks are true testaments to how life-changing these discoveries can be. The thrill of uncovering a hidden treasure keeps people searching, and in the end, the 1973 Jefferson nickel represents more than just currency. It's a reminder of how history, rarity, and chance can combine to create unimaginable wealth. It teaches us that treasures can be hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone with the right eye to uncover them. If you have an old collection, a forgotten piggy bank, or even a jar of coins tucked away in the corner, it might be worth examining them carefully. That small nickel could turn out to be your ticket to a fortune beyond imagination. The excitement, mystery, and life-changing potential behind coins like this are what keep collectors and dreamers engaged in the fascinating world of numismatics. The 1973 Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that can easily slip through your hands without you realizing its true potential. At first glance, it looks like any other 5-cent coin you might find in your pocket, but the truth is, rare variations and error strikes from this year can be worth staggering amounts of money. A flawless uncirculated nickel or one with a unique minting mistake can turn into a life-changing discovery, fetching thousands or even millions at auctions. This makes the hunt for such coins not just exciting, but also potentially very rewarding for collectors and everyday people alike. What makes these nickels even more fascinating is the possibility that the fortune is already in your home, hidden in plain sight. Old jars of coins, forgotten piggy banks, or collections passed down from family could be holding that rare 1973 Jefferson nickel without you even knowing it. Next up, into about with great excitement. Some rare variations and high-grade examples from this year are considered incredibly valuable, turning what once jingled unnoticed in a pocket into a coin worth life-changing money. When you hear about coins like this selling for thousands or even millions at auctions, it proves that hidden treasures can truly exist in the most unexpected places. Every coin tells a story, and the 1981 Jefferson nickel has a story powerful enough to change someone's financial destiny overnight. What makes this coin so special is not just its age, but the rarity and condition of certain pieces. While most nickels from 1981 are only worth their face value, there are a few rare mint errors and pristine uncirculated specimens that set themselves apart. Coins that carry sharp strikes, flawless surfaces, or unique minting mistakes can attract fierce bidding wars among collectors. A small detail in the minting process, such as a doubled die or an off-center strike, can increase the value exponentially, transforming a simple nickel into a priceless rarity. It's these details that fuel the dreams of everyday people checking their change in hopes of finding a hidden gem. Jefferson Nickel series has always been a favorite among American coin collectors. First introduced in 1938, it has remained one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. The 1981 issue falls into a fascinating period, where the quality of minting and the circulation numbers created opportunities for rare survivors. With millions minted, most of these coins circulated heavily, making well-preserved, high-grade examples extremely difficult to come by today. The scarcity of top-quality coins is exactly what drives their value, since serious collectors will pay premium prices to add the finest specimens to their collections. Another layer of excitement comes from the fact that some of these coins are linked to error varieties. Error coins always capture attention. Think for a moment about the possibilities. That old jar of coins sitting forgotten on a shelf, the dusty piggy bank in the attic, or even loose change stuck in the couch cushions could be hiding one of these rare Jefferson nickels. People have stumbled upon extraordinary finds in the most unexpected places, turning small discoveries into fortunes. This is why coin hunting is not just a hobby, it's a passion fueled by the possibility of uncovering life-changing treasures. For many, the 1981 Jefferson nickel has become a symbol of hope that wealth can be found in everyday life if you only take the time to look. What makes stories about the 1981 nickel so powerful is the emotional connection they create. Imagine the thrill of realizing that a coin you've carried for years could actually be worth thousands. The idea of hidden wealth waiting silently in your possession builds anticipation and curiosity. It reminds us that fortune doesn't always come from grand investments or hard labor. Sometimes, it's as simple as paying attention to the details of what we already own. That sense of wonder is why these coins continue to capture attention and spark conversation across the collecting community. In today's booming collectible market, where demand for rare coins is higher than ever, the 1981 Jefferson nickel shines as a beacon of opportunity. Collectors, investors, and dreamers all share the same thought: one coin can change everything. Whether it's through rare mint errors, top-grade examples, or simply the fascination of history captured in metal, this coin has earned its place as one of the most desirable treasures of modern U.S. coinage. If you happen to find one in pristine condition or carrying a unique error, you may just be holding the key to unimaginable wealth, a small piece of metal with the power to change your life forever. The 1981 Jefferson nickel continues to spark excitement because it represents the possibility of discovering a hidden fortune in the most ordinary of places. Unlike gold or diamonds, this is a treasure that could be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to be recognized. Each coin carries with it the potential to be far more than 5 cents. It could be the key to financial freedom for someone lucky enough to find the right one. That's why collectors, dealers, and everyday people alike keep searching, because the next big discovery could happen at any moment. Beyond its monetary value, the coin also holds a deeper meaning. It's a reminder of America's history, artistry, and craftsmanship. Every Jefferson nickel tells a story of the era it was minted in, and the 1981 edition reflects a time when minting quality and circulation made rare survivors truly special. Next to Pa, the Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, has become one of the most collected coins in American history, and the year 1972 holds a special place for collectors. While most nickels from this year are common and still circulate today, there are certain rare variations, mint errors, and high-grade conditions that can turn an ordinary-looking 5-cent piece into a coin worth thousands, and in some unique cases, even millions of dollars. Many collectors and treasure hunters often overlook nickels, assuming they hold little value, but history has shown that some of the rarest Jefferson nickels have shocked the coin market, making headlines with jaw-dropping auction prices. The 1972 Jefferson nickel may appear ordinary, but under close inspection you may find extraordinary details that set it apart. Some of the most valuable nickels come from minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, clip planchets, or proof strikes that were never meant to be released into circulation. These small details, often invisible to the untrained eye, can transform a simple 5-cent coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Collectors are always on the hunt for such unusual variations, and when one surfaces, bidding wars can erupt, skyrocketing the price far beyond what most people would expect for a nickel. One of the reasons rare Jefferson nickels from the 1972 series can command high values is the condition in which they are preserved. Coins that have been carefully kept in mint state, especially those graded MS-65 and above, are incredibly desirable. Most nickels in circulation pick up scratches, wear, and dullness, which reduces their value. But those lucky enough to find a flawless or near-flawless coin could be sitting on something far more valuable than just pocket change. The combination of rarity, quality, and historical significance makes certain 1972 Jefferson Nichols treasures hidden in plain sight. Another factor that fuels the value of these coins is the emotional connection collectors and investors have with them. The Jefferson nickel is a piece of American history, representing decades of economic growth, cultural shifts, and national pride. Owning a rare version of the 1972 nickel is not just about its metallic worth, it is about holding a tangible piece of the past. For some, it becomes a family heirloom, while for others, it serves as an investment that can change their financial future. The stories of people stumbling upon a rare nickel in an old jar or inherited collection only add to the excitement and mystique surrounding these coins. The coin market thrives on discovery, and the 1972 Jefferson nickel proves that you don't need gold or silver to strike it rich. Nickel, a humble metal, can carry immense value when combined with rarity and demand. Collectors around the world continuously search through rolls of coins, bank collections, and estate sales in hopes of unearthing one of these treasures. With every year that passes, fewer of these rare nickels remain in circulation, making them even harder to find and increasing their desirability among serious collectors. It's important to note that while in today's market, the most expensive 1972 Jefferson nickels are highly sought after by collectors willing to pay astonishing prices to add them to their collection. For some, it's about completing a rare set. For others, it's about owning a piece of history that can grow in value over time. This is why experts often say that coins like the 1972 Jefferson nickel can change a person's life overnight. What may look like an ordinary 5-cent piece could actually be a key to unimaginable fortune. So before you dismiss that old pile of change, take a closer look. You might just be holding one of the rarest treasures in American coinage. What makes the 1972 Jefferson nickel even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding certain rare strikes that have surfaced in the hands of collectors. Some of these coins feature unusual die varieties, small imperfections, or proof-like qualities that were never intended to leave the U.S. Mint. These hidden details create an allure that keeps collectors chasing after them, hoping to uncover that one nickel that could rewrite their financial destiny. Every coin carries the possibility of being a hidden gem, and the thrill of discovery is what fuels both seasoned collectors and everyday treasure hunters alike. Imagine finding a coin in your old change drawer that looks just like any other nickel, but upon careful inspection, it turns out to be worth thousands or even millions. That's the life-changing potential that comes with a rare 1972 Jefferson nickel. These coins remind us that true wealth can sometimes be hiding in the smallest, most ordinary places, waiting for the right eye to notice their extraordinary details. If you happen to stumble across one, you're not just holding a piece of American history, you're holding a chance at unimaginable fortune.